Hi, this is Megan Chapman, and this is the Tuesday Studio Video Visit. Thank you for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed last week's video visit where we just took some time to look at a few pieces of work and ask some questions. If you missed it, go back to last week's video visit and have a look. It has been a very productive time in the studio, as you know, and I'm going to keep talking about them. I'm going to keep sharing them. As you know, I have done the series for Bicycles for Refugees. These are the remaining pieces of Bicycles for Refugees pieces. Again, 4 have sold and those are available. I'm toying with the idea of perhaps creating an online shop so that people can easily access these, and also so it's more easily shareable for people who maybe don't follow my page or don't follow me personally on the social media. So remember, those Bicycle for Refugee pieces, they're $135, and then I donate £55 to the charity, which puts a bicycle, a lock, a light, and a helmet into the hands of a new Scot and gives them free transportation, which is vital and so very important as they make their new life here in Scotland. So please continue to share my blog post about that. That was, I think, 2 weeks ago. Share some photos, keep it fresh. For those of you who have purchased Bicycles for Refugees pieces, whether it was last spring or just recently, thank you so much. Please share the word. Share the word that you've supported this project, and and we can then all become ambassadors for the brilliant work that Bicycles for Refugees is doing. Besides the Bicycles for Refugees pieces, so there was 19 pieces in total, 15 pieces remain. I also did these small works on, I guess it's not cardboard, but it's sort of like board paper. And so there are 6 of these that have been recessed in these frames. So I have these works, which I haven't yet shared on my art page. I've shared them on my personal page, but not on my art page. So I've just created those works. And then, of course, I directed my attention to these larger canvases here. So this blue and white abstract, and then this pink and black and green and various colors. And then we moved on to this slightly smaller piece. There's a lot of texture going on in here. That texture is left over from the previous artist. As I believe I've told some of you, there's a wonderful, there's another organization here that's quite wonderful called the Edinburgh Scrap Store. And the Edinburgh Scrap Store receives donations and things from all sorts of people. It's in a container, shipping container. And then you join, you become a member of the Edinburgh Scrap Store, and then you can go and you can pick what you need or want out of what they've got there. And they have quite a lot of art supplies and various other craft things, but also tiles. I mean, you name it, they've got it. So I knew they were recently going to do a big reorganization and a clear out, and I also knew they had quite a stash of canvases. So I asked them if I could come by and take some canvases off their hands before they organized everything. So I was able to purchase some of these canvases. So this one here and this one here and this big blue and white one, those are all on reclaimed vintage canvases, which has been really fun for me to work on. As you know, normally I work on these thicker profile, wider canvases. These are sustainably sourced wood from Europe, and they come from mainland Europe, and that's wonderful. But I'm also thinking ahead to the future and trying to source some of my materials a little bit closer to home. And so that's where these canvases came in. And plus I also wanted to support the upcycling aspect of the scrap store. I really think it's a wonderful concept. So rather than let these paintings or canvases, molder away and spoil, I am reclaiming them. So if you notice some heavier kind of impasto sort of texture, that I have used in the past, but I haven't used it in a long time. That's because I'm painting over another artist's work. Looks like most of these were probably studies, a lot of nudes and things like that. So I've been really enjoying working on them. Sometimes the quality of the older canvas, especially from like the 50s or 60s, is really wonderful. It's kind of knobby and nubby and more linen-like. Some of these are partially linen. So these are all thinner profile. Some have tacks on the sides, as was the way, and some have staples on the sides. So these are the types of things that you would probably want to take to a framer, or if you don't care, you know, have that rough and tumble look. And some of them have a few issues as well, and I'll be the first to disclose that because I am reusing canvases. I don't know if you can see this here. It's almost like a little constellation. Those are a few little holes, and so 1, 2, 3, and then there's another one over here, like a tiny little boop, boop, boop. And it really doesn't bother me. I've just painted over it. I could patch it up from back if I thought it was going to really be a detriment to the longevity of the painting, but I don't, and I actually don't really mind those little boop, boop, boops. It kind of works with the thing. So reusing these materials is sort of in line with some of my values, and also giving these new canvases a new life, just similar to what I do with the old books, giving the old books a new life, things that are discarded. I've said it a long time ago, I love the broken things best, or I like the broken things best, and that is true. There's something so nice about something that's already been sort of used, lived in, and can be repurposed and reused. So, also, the light, of course, the light. Here, let me move this away. Yeah, that's better. Just so you can see some of that texture, some of that line. I'm really having a good time with these pieces. And there's a lot more to it, a lot more to the reasons behind these pieces, what I'm going for, what I'm exploring. But for now, I'm not really going to put that into words too much. I'm just going to enjoy it. And so I've got another canvas right over here with its face to the wall, because of course it does have a painting on it. And I'm going to be getting ready to get that started. So that's what's happening in the studio, a real kind of late burst of energy to close out the year. And that feels really good. And I'm really enjoying working on these paintings. There's a lot going on. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that for now. I hope you're well, happy, and inspired wherever you are. I hope you enjoyed the visit, so you could see this last burst of sort of the year's activity. Hopefully I'll have another one of these reclaimed paintings to show you soon. That's it. So take care. Thank you for joining me again. Share the information, Bicycles for Refugees. Even if you don't buy a painting, it's important to get the word out there that this charity exists. Also, if you have a bike that is just going to rust in your back garden or is not being used in your garage, or a child's bike that your child has outgrown, contact bicyclesforrefugees.scot and look into maybe donating one of your old bicycles and just spreading the word about an important charity. Okay, bye. Thank you.